Thank you so much, guys, for interacting with our page, our social media handles. Thank you for the comments, the congrats, the likes, the love, the subscribes, the shares. Always remember, subscribe on our YouTube channel at The Fireplace Show. On our Facebook page, you can like our page at The Fireplace Studios. My page at Wamaitha Mashira, you can follow me. And on Instagram at Daphne, at underscore Daph underscore KE, underscore DAPH underscore KE. So, guys, I want to introduce this month's topic. We are going to deal with the reproductive health of a woman, the general reproductive health that includes whatever you're having as a reproductive system. We're going to have general knowledge on it. We are going to get a community perspective of the RHS. We are also going to get medical medical aspects or medical sides or whatever this Western culture medically, whatever they have a perspective of the reproductive health system of our women. We are going to have stories about RHS. We are going to have more and more stories about women who are coming out just to showcase or just to tell and share their stories, experience, right here at Between the Lines every Wednesday at 11 a.m. on the Fireplace Studios. Karibu sana tena, guys. I have to introduce you this amazing, beautiful girl or woman that I'm hosting, and I want her to introduce herself. Since I've called her a girl, I want her to personally introduce herself. Sorry, she's so beautiful, and let's hear from her side.
No offense taken, you're forgiven.
Thank you.
My name is Deborah Nafula, born and raised in County 039, that is Bungoma County. I'm very passionate about tourism and environmental conservation, and I'm also an entrepreneur in the lines of tourism, environmental conservation, fashion and beauty. So I run two organizations, Amigos Tourism Network for the tourism part, then fashion and beauty under Dima Modeling Agency. Then at times I like hanging out with young people and the programs in the lines of mentorship in reproductive health education. And I'm a very straightforward person, and I'm a very easy person. So that's me.
And you're also a very beautiful person.
Thank you.
So, Deborah, just give us some of, you have talked about how you're passionate working with women under the reproductive health system. So give us some of your activities or some of your experience under that topic.
Okay, some few years back I went through an experience. I became a mother at a fairly young age at the university. So the experience that I had during that time, the hardships, the sacrifices that women go through when faced with a situation, really taught me a lot. Even though I came out as a success story, but it was a very difficult moment for me. Then afterwards, I also engaged with Save the Children organization, working with young boys and girls. So with this day-to-day interaction with these girls, I got to get face-to-face challenges that these young girls go through while growing up. So these are the experiences that pushed me into now starting the GJUE program, working with young people. So basically, GJUE program is a program that seeks to increase knowledge on the young adolescents concerning reproductive health and sexuality, and it also promotes positive attitudes and behaviors that can help these children lead a better quality life for the young ones. So specifically for women and girls, GJUE program has divided into, for one, we work with young student mothers at the tertiary levels, the universities, colleges and technicals. Then menstrual hygiene management with now the young girls in primary. So these two programs for the women and girls, it is a safe space for women and girls to share the experiences, to ask questions, and to speak freely of what they are going through and get a solution, to help them get a solution. Then we also have mentorship programs for them that we mentor and empower these young girls and women to know their rights and exercise their rights and also to equip them with knowledge and skills to help them overcome the challenges that they are going through. Then same in these programs, we also help these young girls to get the accurate information, educate them about their sexuality, educate them about their rights, create awareness on whatever is happening on their bodies, so that they can make informed decisions according to the facts they know about their bodies. So it's a very good program for young women and girls to interact, share experiences, learn, be empowered, be equipped with skills to help them move through life and face the challenges that they go through as women and girls.
So that's a very nice program. So is the program just based in Bungoma or it's countrywide?
So for a start, we started with Bungoma, and I think hii mambo ya corona, it really came with a lot. So
Yeah.
we were shut down for some moment as the whole world was shut down. But we are hoping to move this program into other counties. But currently we are in Bungoma.
Karibu sana. You
Thank
guys, it's Jijue program.
GGA program.
It looks like a very nice thing for empowering women out here. So hata kama uko county ingine, you're invited to join the program, right?
Right.
So as we get to the reproductive health system of a woman or a girl child, would you tell me, is this a point of concern in this space or in this generation right now? Is this a point of concern?
Yeah, it is a point of concern because apart from experiencing the changes, the physical changes and the emotional changes that they are going through, the women and young girls, it's also a time that they're getting into new relationships with family, with peers. They're getting to understand their bodies, the changes that they're going through, and at the same time they're getting into new relationships with peers and family and people in the society. So it is within this time, apart from the changes they're going through, it also exposes them to the human rights abuses. And like we are having these issues, the sexual abuse, the rape, it exposes them to that. So it is a critical time for these young girls and women to know their sexuality, to understand how their body works, and equip them so that they can be ready for the changes that they are going through their bodies. Because as we interact with these young girls, they're in school, hata wengine wako high school, but this is a shocking one. Even just drawing the reproductive health,
The diagram,
peke yake,
meaning
some of them hawajui, ilipita tu kwa darasa. Hata ukimwambia the reproductive, as in explain to me how menstruation occurs. Some of them are even in high school but they have no information, ni ile tu ya kufanya mtihani. So it's a critical, it's a concern. These girls need to understand how their body works, and they also need to be equipped with skills and knowledge to help them overcome the challenges and also enable them to make informed decisions. When you're making a decision about your body, you understand
what decision
you're making, the consequences that you face making this decision.
So, Debbie, how do you try to enlighten? What are the methods that you try to enlighten? Let's talk about your county. What are the methods you're trying to enlighten people or this girl child with? Or what are some of the things you're trying to do to actually empower these women and girl child in your locality?
Okay, so first, this program we started with schools because it is safe to work with children in school. Unajua ukiwork na watoto freelance, you don't have that cover, but now for the schools we have that cover and protection. The school is aware that these children are going through the program, so first we instill the program in the schools. So mainly we first train peer educators. We get a section of the school. If it's primary, we work with boys and girls from class 4 to class 7. Class 8 we exclude them because of their busy schedule. In high school it's from 1 to from 3. From 4s are exempted. So mostly we start with educating the peer educators. We create awareness, we educate them on the basics. Reproductive health has a lot of topics. Kuna hiyo ya sexuality, kuna life skills training. So we combine both of them, life skills and reproductive health, sexuality education. So we educate the peer educators, then these peer educators are the ones who can reach out to these other students. Then we now form a club, other students can join in the clubs. and we ensure that every week they have a session. And now, for the topics that we cover, we bring in different mentors, we bring in professionals. Now, like when it comes to a topic like dealing with STDs transmission, that one you have to get a professional, like a medic coming in. Then others, we bring survivors of challenges, teenage pregnancy survivors. They can tell their story. It motivates these other kids to know exactly what happened. And now, for the section of endometriosis, it's Miriam with her story. She shares her story and the experiences. So these children are able to get different angles
of
the same problem. So they get to be equipped with the skills and knowledge. Then they hear stories and experiences. So that is how we've been working with them in both high schools and primary.
So as we are going to take a commercial break, and then guys, we'll be right back with Debbie before we wind up this session. Welcome back, guys. We are here in Bungoma County. We are at Siritamu Resort and Spa. It is such a beautiful place. You can actually see from my background. This is a place where we have accommodation, we have swimming, we have it's kids friendly. We have very nice food and cuisines, different African, Indian, American, all of them here in Bungoma. We have trails, we have a lot of activity, outdoor gyms. So make sure from your busy schedule, my people in Bungoma County or other counties just around Bungoma, please come visit and experience the best part about this place. I'll be sharing these stories and more about this place on my Insta stories at _DAF_KE. Okay, so as we come back to our topic with the beautiful Debbie, I would love you, Debbie, to tell me what are some of the common reproductive health like conditions or problems or factors that you've experienced as you now working with these children, working with your people in your county. What are some of the things that you have come across? Tell us.
Some of the common things that I've come across working with these children. Okay, there's this fact. These children have already started engaging in sex at a very early age. Even when you just mention the word sexuality, all they think about is sex. They just know the word sexuality is sex. So it's a fact these children have started having sex at a very early age. And most of them, they're not, as in they're just experimenting on their own. Because as we interact with them every day, you can just see the gap in the information. These children have very little knowledge and information about sexuality. I've just mentioned that even some of them cannot explain how menstruation occurs. Ye bora ni exam amejibu maswali ana name hizo parts, but talking about the parts hajui. So most of them is lack of information. They don't understand. Some of them don't understand what is going on, happening to them, happening to their bodies. And then the effects that come with adolescent, like the changes. Some of them are not comfortable about the changes, but they don't know what to do about it. So they just go into this cocoon. They do research on their own, looking for information among the peers. So there's a very big gap of information. There's not enough information that these children can access free information concerning it. Unajua, you can also not depend on Google kabisa. Mtu anaweza andika kitu yote Google na atupe hapo. So they get a lot of misinformation from different places. Then there's also there's a dialogue breakdown between adults and young people. So here, a lot of like now parents have a lot of things they're doing for the family. Most of them are busy, so I can't blame them much, but there's that hakuna dialogue between parents and children. So children are looking for information on their own. So for us now, when we come in giving free information to these children, it's really we are doing a lot. But I would prefer that we have dialogue between adults and children from the family setting. Parents talking to their children, advising them, educating them about this. Like we have session with parents. We also educating mothers. Hata kuna mama wengine kuzana kaambia hiyo vitu mimi ilinitendekea kitabu, mimi sijui siku hizi vitu yeni ikoje. and it's just the same menstruation that she went through, the same na mimi. So we are also involving parents so that we can have a dialogue between parents, adults, and these young children. And then the society is very unfair to women, aki to be true.
Okay.
Kwanza kwa mambo ya reproductive health, teenage pregnancy, all they talk about is the girl. A pregnancy happens between a man and a woman, a boy and a girl, a male and a female. But sasa kama teenage pregnancy, it happens to the girl, the society inaona tu msichana peke yake because yeye ndiye amebeba mimba. When you talk about family planning, I was being enlightened to juicy with my sister. Family planning, you are blaming me why I got pregnant. But you're not blaming this person. Why did you get this person pregnant? As in, we pia mbona usikwe na hiyo uoga ya let me take and not give this girl, get this girl pregnant. So there's a lot of pressure put on girls, put on women. We went for that event, the student moms. We invited the young girls with their kids. Imagine the room was full, almost 100 girls. Some of them were pregnant, others had babies. I think kitu 70 hapo walikuwa na watoto. There was only one guy who came with the girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, out of the 70 girls with children, there was only one guy who came with a girlfriend. So there's a lot of pressure put on women. So it's a very big challenge.
A lot of expectations.
A lot of expectations. So ukiona umemess, you decide to go to that corner because no one will understand you. We mwenyewe ulikuwa loose. You got pregnant out of your own. You know. But women really need to be empowered. They need to be educated. So for those who have not yet gone through these situations like the teenage pregnancy, being exposed to STDs and STIs, with the mentorship, we help them so that you can reduce the numbers. When they have information, they can make informed decision. It helps us reduce the numbers for teenage pregnancy, being exposed to STDs. And then for those who are in the situation, we go through guiding and counseling to help them get back to their feet. Those girls, imagine we were giving them 4 diapers and baby jelly. Some of them want to kneel down, anataka kupigia magoti, akwambie tu asante kwa hizo diapers. Because she cannot afford the diapers, the parents let her go. So anaishi kwa nyumba peke yake, she's trying to pay rent, anything to do with school is her own money. That child, milk na diapers. So we also engage them in activities that can empower them financially, economic empowerment.
Okay.
Beading, crocheting. We have a ready market so that they can at least we can at least sell, and then they can be economically empowered. And as anunua diaper, they can buy their own pads. For primary, we encourage them on savings. One is a save, then they can buy their own sanitary towels. But we also have a partnership with a clinic where these girls can go for guiding and counseling. Then they can go and meet professionals who can advise them on family planning, any information they need. I'm scared the general hospital wako na child friendly, adolescent friendly services, but those offices, I don't know if they're operational, but I stepped once there, but I didn't find anybody. It was just an office, wameka hapo pamphlets. So, and then wameiweka karibu na maternity. So ukiimagine kuenda hapo, mama nani yako hapo anakuona tu vile uko unaenda hapo. Hiyo ni simu, nimeona mtoto wako anaenda kwa hiyo room ya HIV and AIDS. They don't even know if these children are going to look for information. So we also work with some clinics where they can access information, alafu pia some services like now endometriosis, those ones who have extreme pain during periods, wanaanza checkups mapema. Then you also give them free sanitary towels and also diapers for the young moms.
That's a very nice program. You should expound it and to reach a lot of women. But I think the people from your county are actually very lucky to experience such a program.
Yeah, we've felt the impact. Parents are calling the changes they see in their girls, as those who have been in the situation, they have stood back on their feet, they're doing well. The other girls, wale watoto wenye walikuwa wanasumbua, sahi at least it has changed, they are doing well. Then hata wakati the schools were shut down, we were receiving calls, hata basi mkuje tu tuwa collect nyumbani, just come at least, the guiding and counseling, the empowerment iendelee.
So that's a very nice program. Just before I wind up, I want you to just look at my audience and at least tell them. I want you to enlighten. Now we're not talking with the girl child. I want you to enlighten these people who are surrounding this girl child. I want you to enlighten them on matters on RHS and how to handle this girl, because we know that she's on a transition from being a girl to being a teenager, and then to being a lady, and then a mother eventually. So just tell the community one thing they should always keep in mind.
I think I like us to go back to the old days. A child is for the community.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is our it is our responsive to for all of us to take care of these children. As in, all of us to be involved. The community, we have parents, we have religious leaders, we have political leaders, we have youth leaders. So it is our responsibility. Yeah, that is the word I was looking for. Responsibility for all of us to support these women, to support these young girls, and try to understand them by talking to them. And then, as much as we are doing this, I'd also like to share this to these young girls and women. We only have one life to live, so let us also value our life. Let us make informed decisions. Whatever is happening around us, let us not suffer alone. If you are having a problem, let us also learn to share and seek for help, so that we can be helped. And if you are if it's a mistake, just accept it's a mistake. And I've always been telling this to these young girls and these young women. Whenever you get into a mistake, like if teenage pregnancy, there's no parent in this world mwenye utenda umwambie ati uko na mimba alafu akwambie congratulations and you are still in high school. Every parent atakuwa angry and disappointed because of what they've invested in you. So children should also understand that when they get into a mistake, they accept it's a mistake, and now learn on how they can get back to their feet. But yeah, having said all that, I believe that if we keep on supporting the girl child, we'll be able to raise a community of empowered women who know how to take care of themselves, who know how to make informed decisions, and keeping themselves safe and the entire community safe.
So Debbie, now you have this junior program. It's running in Bungoma. Is there a way someone who is out of this county can reach you people?
Yes, I remember when I shared my story. I shared my story at the fireplace. I got a lot of responses from all over Kenya, and we've mentored, even through just email communication. We've mentored a lot of girls. I've received sometimes too. I sit and receive a lot of messages from girls. You shared your story. You are sharing your videos and photos on what you're doing with young girls. So it's as much as we are in Bungoma, but we are also impacting a lot of girls and young women from other counties. But I'm just hoping, as the way things are going, and then when we expand, we can be able to reach out these girls physically, because it's also an honor to meet your mentor. It's really an honor to meet your mentor, and it really changes the lives of these girls, and they're helping other girls. So as much as that, they can reach me throughout my Facebook. It's Deborah Nafula. Yeah, and my email, deborah0@gmail.com. So we can be able to communicate and see how we can support and help these young girls and women.
Thank you so much for coming to the show, Deborah, and just sharing what you do and for empowering women and being a part of a very big program and change in the society. You know, it takes two to tango, so it takes a lot of people to actually change the perspective of people, right? So I hope that you have the best time to change lives. I really wish you and your organization the best to expound. We will be here to support you. But as for me and my audience, we are very we are very thankful to you for what you're doing. We
Karibu
can't reach
sana.
everywhere,
Mhm.
so we have people who will reach there for us. We cannot
Mhm.
reach everyone in Bungoma, but
Mhm.
if Debbie is there, we believe they are safe. So, guys, this whole month we are going to deal with the reproductive health system or healthcare of a woman, a girl. We are going to have guests. We are going to actually go in details. So you can always just send in your story. You can always just send in your comments, a question. If you want to reach Deborah and her foundation, you can still do that at Deborah Nafula on
And
social
Nafula
media.
zero.
And
Deborah
then
Nafula, social
on
media,
social
then
media, and
email.
then on her email at deborah0@gmail.com. Until then, guys, I love you so much. See you next Wednesday. Keep it right here at Between the Lines with your bold and beautiful Daphne Mashira.